What's up, YouTube? Big Country 7914 here, back with another PGA 2K21 video for you. This one's gonna be a little different than our first one. I did kind of like my first look at the gameplay. I did like my creation. This one is gonna be a little tips and tricks on how to make your swing a little bit better. So if you guys are looking to improve your swing, you guys are struggling a little bit out there on the links, struggling hitting those greens, hitting those fairways. Got a couple tips and tricks that I've been working on myself that's helped me improve my game. You guys watch my Twitch channel where I stream every day from 3 p.m. Eastern Time to about 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Links will be below in the description. So make sure you guys click that out. And I always give tips and tricks while playing as well to kind of help you guys as I'm learning along with this brand new game. But if you guys are looking to get those swings a little bit better, or even just hitting the fairway consistently, make sure to watch this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and without further ado, let's get into it. One of the better things that they have in this game is the training portion of the game, and this is where I go to do a lot of how I figure out how to make my swings better. So we're gonna hop into the training. We're gonna and that's how we're gonna work on, and that's where most of my tips and tricks are going to come from. So first things first, the first tip I want to give you guys is before you even start to hit the ball, try to do anything, make sure you go over and go to your swing calibration. This is going to help you. This is going to kind of give you an idea, and this is also going to give the game an idea of your swing pattern. So if you can kind of get your swing calibration done and then head over into the driving range and start hitting the balls. After you do the swing calibration, before we get into the balls, go over to your settings. Check out your difficulty. Mine is on Master. I kind of teeter between Master and Legend, but if you're going to be playing any online matches, it's going to be on Pro, and we're going to start with Pro. I feel like if you play anything lower than Pro, like beginner, amateur, Pro-Am, it's not going to be beneficial for you once you actually get into gameplay, especially if you're going to be trying to play online and compete, because then they're going to keep everything online is going to be on Pro. So you're going to want to play on Pro. So you could start off on Pro. So we'll start off here on Pro. We'll go into it. And instead of just hopping right into your driver and just start ripping and ripping it, go down to your 7-iron. And start with that. For some reason, I'm sure there's some like big brain play out there somewhere that the 7-iron, everyone's 7-iron is the best club in their bag. So we're gonna start with the 7-iron. We hit it a little fast, and I hooked it a little to the left, but we're in between that gray of the upside down U. That gray and that white, that's your kind of your sweet spot. If you can get it, obviously you want to get it inside that white, but if you can also get it inside the gray, you're going to be in a good spot. And then the higher levels you go up, the smaller that window of the sweet spot is going to be smaller, which I'll go into that later on in this video. But start with your 7-iron. You try to find your swing. So these are my first swings of the day. So I haven't got my rhythm back. You see, that one's a little bit better. I'm getting a little more closer to the perfects. Like these are literally the first 3 swings of the day you're seeing me do. And do about 5 swings per club. See, I'm getting a little closer. I'm consistently hitting the ball in the same spot though. That's the biggest thing about golf or this game. If you can get consistency, you're gonna know exactly where the ball is gonna land, and that's gonna be perfect for you. So And then after you do that, so I just did 5 shots with my 7-iron, hit it consistently about the same spot. And you also got to remember that the wind is blowing 8 miles an hour from right to left. So that could be another reason why the ball is pushing off to the left as well. So you can either, your choice, go either up or down with your club. So let's go down. I'll go down the 8-iron because this is another part I want to kind of show you guys with this. So I just hit my 8-iron perfect. It still pushed to the left because of that wind. So kind of do that. Go through all your clubs, about each club. Five balls a club, so you feel comfortable with it. I'm not gonna go through every single club with this video, but I kind of want to give you guys the idea of just hitting every club. That way you can. And the best thing about that too is when you go through each club, you're figuring out the speed of each club. So this is kind of what I wanted to show, for example, is, so if you're hitting your sand wedge, your club speed is, I hit that very slow. My other thing too is once you do find a rhythm that works, like all your mechanics. For me, like talking while I'm swinging, I tend to mess up. But if I'm quiet, I hit it perfect. And it's just, for some reason, I just zone in when I'm not speaking because I'm more concentrating on what I'm saying than actually swinging the club. And that's what helps me. But when you're swinging with your lower wedges, the club speed is a lot slower than if you're swinging with your driver and your woods and your higher irons. So, like just your backswing. That backswing compared to this backswing are different. Your club speed for your driver is going to be a little more faster. So if you guys can figure out your tempos of each club too, and really pay attention to that bar on the bottom. That bar is going to help you. And if you can start to kind of do your upswing, as you start touching that little gray part before you get to the white, you're gonna hit it where you want to hit it. See, like I just hit that ball perfectly. Yes, it drew off to the left, but that's also because now the wind is up to 12 miles an hour, so that wind is gonna push you. But if I go over here to the right, that was a little fast, but I'm playing that wind, and that's gonna push you a lot. But if I hit that straight with that wind, I would have landed it right in between the yardage markers here. So your best bet is to find a yardage marker and kind of just aim at it every time. And if you hit in that spot 5 times in a row, then move on to your next club. Yeah, I hooked that one. Shot. So those are kind of little tips and tricks I got for you for this video here today. Just you utilize the training, utilize the driving range, go through all your clubs, figure out your club speeds for each one. Try to hit 5 balls in a row consistently with each club, and you'll start to really kind of get a feel of where you're putting the ball. If you really want to get a little advanced with it and try to get some spin and whatnot and try to use your swing, like here, we're going to aim here. I'm going to go a little fast with it and try to hook it. Ready? See, I did a little inside out, a little 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock swing with a little fast. That's why I got that little huge hook going to the left. So those are little things you can kind of play around with too once you are getting comfortable with your shots. That's kind of around the same lines as if you're using your shape shot here. We'll do another video on this later on. If you kind of shape your shot like that and just hit it perfect, you're kind of getting the same exact flight pattern of the ball. If you shape your shot, or you like swing your club like that. But here's the thing with the shape the shot. So when you go on to higher levels, when you shape your shots, that you can kind of see it here, small on the pro level, but that gray and white window is getting closer in that upside down view. So if you kind of just leave it at par, that is going to stay open, but you can do it yourself. See, I shaped that myself, went fast, and I just hooked that right back into the middle of the fairway. So those are little things, fun things you can play around with. But now let's go take a look at the different difficulty levels. So like I said, start off on pro. That's your best bet, and then move up to master. Once you start getting comfortable with pro, and here on master, you'll notice that upside down U, that gray area with the white area is a lot smaller than it was on pro. So if you can get consistently hitting perfect in this, once you go back to pro, you should not miss at all. I mean, like that was slow. That's dead pipe. I mean, if you could do that consistently on pro level, you won't miss a shot. And that's kind of where you want to be. Oh, I missed hard there. And then let's go take a look at master. And we'll show you how much tighter of a window it is on master. So if you look at it, that upside down U now, that master there is no room for error. So, and even on the bar on the bottom, that gray to white window is a lot smaller too. I mean, I hit that fast, but that's still, if I hit that on pro, I would be in good shape. That would still be in the gray. I mean, that, like, I can't, you know, that's a good shot there. So those are your tips and tricks for just kind of working on your swing, getting your swing a little bit better. We will, I'll be putting out another one on how to hit out of different types of, kind of different types of lies, like your sand traps, your rough, heavy rough fairway, and kind of show you guys what that, what that means about your swing and whatnot. And then also I'll do a kind of a tips and tricks that helps me in putting. I know there's quite a few out there probably already, but just kind of the tricks that I use for putting, and that helps me kind of get everything kind of close. If you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see more like this, make sure you guys comment below and let me know what your thoughts were. Also, hit that sub button, guys, if you aren't already subbed. We are on our goal to 100 subs. And turn that bell on so you can get those notifications when we go live or we drop a new video. And don't forget, we do stream every day on Twitch starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I drop clips on Instagram and Twitter. All those links will be below. But until next time, hit them straight. But guys, don't forget to drop a like on this channel. Hit that sub button if you guys aren't already. And until next time, happy swinging.